Belle and the Toad. Once upon a time lived a peasant girl named Belle of Bourbon. She lived with her elderly father and never knew her mother. Her father was sick and dying and she needed a suitor or she would be homeless and starve and die. So one night she leaves the house and walks the busy streets. She stumbles upon a local festival going on that the rich and royals of the land attend every year. She is 17 years old and the whole town is very festive. She meets an elderly woman that seems fairly innocent and she asks her has she seen her pet frog. I lost it and I need it to return to me its master. Belle says sorry I haven't and the elderly lady says pardon me then and passes on by to enjoy the rest of the festival. Belle looking around carefully searches and searched for a suitor. But reluctantly no one looks her age. The town is filled with children and men that look like they are done with their lives. Eventually she stumbles upon one man watching the magicians performing magic tricks. Belle asks how do you do, and he quiets her down and says, hush now girl. For in that time women held a lower position in society than men. So Belle feeling a little sorrow kept walking along. She saw the poor and needy and downcast and men wounded from the war children the young and old and couldn't bear to look on. So as the hours passed on Belle returned home with her satchel and a riveting frog. As she approached her door she heard a croak and was startled and told the toad how'd you get in my purse. So Belle feeling hopeless and in poverty kept the toad and knew that the old woman that asked about it had searched for it as she did a man for her keep. Belle keeps the toad and as day breaks, she gives it a kiss in her loneliness as her dad begins to arise and becomes awake. The toad transforms into a man that is a prince from a distant land. And he heard every word Belle said as she would stay up late that night and weep. The elderly woman had the toad in her pocket. While the festival was going on and she looked away it jumped out and leaped. The prince says his name is Caesar and belongs to a province in the distant springs. And asked Belle if she would marry him. And thanked her for setting him free. Caesar states only a kiss from an orphan could set him free from the old witch's sorcery. And Belle agrees and all of the three travel to the springs and live forever in harmony and perfectly. The end. The man she knows is her husband. Love you Chloe and hope you liked it or Belle the Divine.